Good evening, Namaskar. I Vasant Kumar present here with my YouTube channel EcoVid Eyes of Economics with the topic economics, economy and central problems in an economy, and the subtopic is which we are going to discuss today, that is production possibility curve and macroeconomics. I repeat, production possibility curve and macroeconomics. How these two are related with each other, let us have a glance. The concept of PPC is used in macroeconomics as well. At the macro level, two questions are often discussed with reference to PPC. These are: number one, are national resources being fully utilized? National resources are fully utilized, and national resources being efficiently utilized when the technology in our country is constant. So now we can explain with help of a diagram. Let us go with that diagram, how macroeconomics and production possibility curve are correlated with each other. According to this diagram, please look at the diagram. We have taken wheat on y-axis and price on y-axis. AD here is the production possibility curve. A point on P shows fuller utilization of resources and the potential level of output. Potential level, that much we can produce in an economy with available resources. And the point F and G under the area of production possibility curve or under AD curve, it shows underutilization or inefficient utilization of resources and the actual level of output. Potential is always more than actual if this type of situations happens in our economy or any economy. So now we can take one example, that example of underutilization of resources. Labor is underutilized in India or less than fully employed because we have huge number of unemployment in our economy. So mass unemployment in India proves this point. Accordingly, in India, actual output is smaller than potential output. How much we are producing, that is too less than how much we can produce with given resources and technology. Now, if the resources will grow or growth, in case of growth of resources for two goods, then what will happen? Now, the PPC will shift rightward. That means we can produce more than actual amount of production and move towards potential output if resources will increase for two goods. Then concept of opportunity cost. What do you mean by opportunity cost? What are the concepts and what are the bases on which this theorem starts? So we know resources can be put to different uses. These uses may be taken as different opportunities. When one opportunity is availed, the others is lost. As we have already discussed in MRT, marginal rate of transformation, delta Y upon delta X, loss of good Y upon gain of good X. So opportunity cost is the cost of availing the opportunity in terms of the loss of other opportunity. For example, we can take that opportunity cost is the cost of availing one opportunity in terms of the other opportunity, or opportunity cost is the value of a factor in its next best alternative uses. Whatever resource we have, we can use in a next best alternative ways, then only it will be called as marginal opportunity cost, right? So in accordance with this, We can take one question. You can note it down in the notebook, my dear students. What is the opportunity cost of opting for higher studies rather than a job? सपोज एक बच्चा हायर स्टडी करना चाहता है और एक जॉब उसको मिला है, उसको छोड़ना चाहता है, तो अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट क्या होगा? तो ये होगा ना, इट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ वेज और सैलरी द पर्सन वुड हैव अर्न इन ए जॉब। जो जितना पैसा वो कमा सकता था नौकरी से, उसको वो गंवाना पड़ेगा फॉर द सेक ऑफ हायर स्टडी। सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ए केस in different goods, how the marginal opportunity cost behaves. Let us have one example. Suppose a farmer want to use his available resources to produce wheat which gives 5,000 rupees in terms of monetary value. Please listen it carefully. A farmer wants to produce wheat which worth of 5,000 rupees. Production of rice, second use 4,000 worth of rupees. Then use 3,500 rupees can be earned by producing maize, and 6,000 by producing sugarcane. So wheat can give return 5,000, rice can give return 4,000, and maize can give return of 3,500, and sugarcane can give 6,000 to that particular farmer who wants to have to choose one option out of these four options. So he has four options, choices. Only one option he has to choose to get maximum returns. If anyone here, the marginal opportunity cost will be sugarcane, which will give 6,000 worth of rupees. So why he will choose? Because it gives maximum returns, and the next best alternative uses could be 5,000. That was wheat. Now, my dear students, marginal opportunity cost can be explained more with the help of this diagram. Look at this diagram, please. OX axis shows use 2 of the availability of resources. Whatever resources are available that can be used for use 2, which are demarcated on OX axis. On OY axis, use 1 is taken. Now you see when OL output was produced by use 1 or from use 1, only OK amount of use 1 can produce. When the resources are shifting or sacrificing by K1 out of OK, K1, that means resources decline from K to K1 or OK to OK1 and shifted to use in use 2. So the amount of production of use 2 has been increased from OL to OL1. Right? So because of this transformation, the loss of good Y is KK1 divided by the gain of good X is LL1. So we can write, my dear students, MOC is equal to loss of output, that is KK1, divided by gain of output, that is LL1, which is equal to AB divided by BC. AB, that is loss of Y, and gain of X, BC. So A, B, C, these are the points which shows AB sacrifice and BC gain. Gain, which good is gained? X good X, which are shown on OX axis, named as use. So this is all about marginal opportunity cost. Today we have finished the chapter number 1, microeconomics, economics, economy and central problems of an economy. So I'll start the first chapter from macroeconomics for class 12 in the next video. If today's video is supportive and helpful for your curriculum, Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as much as you can. And if you have any problem, particularly from this chapter, please note down my cell number 9546489048. I repeat 9546489048. So you can call me also. I will explain over telephone. Thank you for being with me. Good night. Namaskar. Jai Hind.